Now, 120 light years away, there's a planet where it might be raining life itself. Microscopic alien creatures could be floating through skies we've never seen, breathing gases we can barely pronounce. But that's just one of 32 worlds we're about to explore that are so mind-bendingly strange, they make science fiction look boring. I'm talking about planets where molten lava falls from the sky like rain. Worlds so dark they absorb 99% of all light that touches them. And yes, a real Tatooine where two suns burn in alien skies. These aren't movie sets or artist concepts. These are actual planets, discovered by real astronomers, existing right now in our universe. But here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. We've only found 5,600 planets outside our solar system. Scientists estimate there could be over 100 billion planets in our galaxy alone, which means the 32 worlds I'm about to show you, they're just the beginning. Let's start with the most terrifying place in the known universe. The planet where lava rains from the sky. Picture this. You're standing on a world 8 times larger than Earth, but you can't actually stand because there's no solid ground. Beneath your feet, oceans of molten lava stretch to every horizon, glowing red hot and bubbling like the world's most deadly soup. Above you, the sky is blood red, filled with clouds made of vaporized rock, and then it starts to rain. But it's not water falling from those clouds, no, it's liquid lava, cascading down like a molten waterfall from hell. This is 55 Cancri, and it exists just 41 light years from Earth. That's close enough that our most powerful telescopes can study it in incredible detail. And what they've found is absolutely insane. This planet orbits so close to its star that a full year takes just 18 hours. 18 hours. One side permanently faces the star, creating a hemisphere where the temperature reaches 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot enough to melt copper. Hot enough to vaporize rock itself. But here's where it gets even more insane. Scientists believe this planet's core might be made almost entirely of diamond. The pressure is so intense, the carbon so compressed, that there could be diamond formations thousands of miles thick beneath those lava oceans. Imagine that. A planet worth more than the entire Earth's economy. Completely impossible to reach, where you'd be vaporized instantly if you somehow even got there. The ocean world that might be crawling with alien life. But if you think a lava rain planet is extreme, wait until you hear about K218b. When scientists pointed the James Webb Space Telescope at this world, they detected something that sent shockwaves through every astronomy lab on Earth. In the atmosphere of this distant planet, they found traces of dimethyl sulfide. Now you might be thinking, so what? It's just some chemical with a long name. But here's the thing. On Earth, dimethyl sulfide is only produced by living creatures, tiny ocean organisms called phytoplankton. Let that sink in for a moment. We might be looking at the first direct evidence of alien life floating in the sky of another world. K218b is likely covered by one massive global ocean that could be hundreds of miles deep, deeper than Earth's entire atmosphere is thick. And somewhere in those alien waters, microscopic creatures might be thriving, breathing, reproducing, living their tiny alien lives while orbiting a star 120 light years away. But it gets even better. This planet sits in what scientists call the Goldilocks zone. That perfect distance from its star where liquid water can exist. Not too hot, not too cold, just right for life as we know it. The implications are staggering. If we found life on K218b, it could mean that ocean worlds throughout the galaxy are teeming with biological activity. We might not be alone after all. The real-life Tatooine with two suns. Remember that iconic scene from Star Wars? Luke Skywalker standing on the desert world of Tatooine, watching two suns set on the horizon? For decades, that seemed like pure fantasy. Then, we discovered Kepler-16b. This world literally orbits two stars at once. Every morning, if you could somehow stand on its surface, you'd watch two suns rise in the sky. You'd have double shadows. Sunsets would be spectacular beyond anything we could imagine on Earth. But the physics of this place will absolutely blow your mind. As Kepler 16b orbits its binary star system, sometimes it's closer to one star, sometimes the other. And sometimes both stars' gravity and heat affect it simultaneously. The temperature swings are so extreme and complex that predicting the weather would be impossible. Here's the really crazy part. The gravitational dance between the two stars and the planet creates orbital mechanics so intricate that the planet's years actually changes length over time. Some years are longer, some shorter, depending on how the gravitational forces align. It's like living in a cosmic clockwork mechanism where even time itself can't decide what it wants to do. The planet darker than anything on Earth. Now imagine traveling to TRES-2b, a world that would haunt your nightmares. This planet absorbs over 99% of all light that hits it. It's darker than coal, darker than the darkest materials scientists have ever created in laboratories. It's so dark that even though it orbits close to a star, if you could somehow visit it, you'd be surrounded by almost absolute darkness. Think about that. You're on a planet with a sun in the sky, but you can't see your own hand in front of your face. What makes this even more bizarre is that TRES-2b is actually hotter than our own Mercury. It's absorbing all that starlight and converting it to heat, but reflecting almost nothing back into space. It's like a cosmic black hole for light, a planet-sized void in space. Scientists aren't entirely sure what could make a planet so incredibly dark. The leading theory is that the atmosphere contains exotic chemicals that absorb light across almost the entire spectrum. Imagine clouds made of materials so alien we don't even have names for them yet. The world with sideways glass rain. If you thought regular rain was annoying, wait until you experience HD 189733b. This planet appears brilliant blue when viewed through telescopes. Absolutely gorgeous, like a cosmic sapphire floating in space. But that beautiful blue color comes from something absolutely terrifying. The atmosphere of HD 189733b is filled with tiny particles of glass, silicate crystals that form in the upper atmosphere and then get caught in winds traveling over 5,400 miles per hour. 5,400 miles per hour. That's 7 times faster than the speed of sound. These glass particles don't fall down like normal rain. They fly horizontally through the atmosphere like microscopic bullets, creating storms that would instantly shred anything in their path. Imagine being caught in a hurricane made of flying glass, moving at hypersonic speeds. The entire planet is essentially one giant, permanent glass storm that's been raging for millions of years. And yet, from a distance, it looks like the most beautiful planet we've ever seen. The orphaned worlds wandering alone. But perhaps the most haunting planets of all are the ones that don't orbit any star at all. These are called rogue planets. Worlds that have been violently ejected from their home star systems and now wander alone through the cosmic void. They drift through interstellar space like cosmic orphans, their surfaces frozen solid. Any oceans turned to ice miles thick. Scientists estimate there could be billions of these lonely wanderers floating between the stars, invisible and undetectable, except for the rare moments when they pass in front of distant stars and briefly block their light. Picture the ultimate loneliness, a planet-sized world spinning through the darkness of space, with no sun to warm it, no light to guide it, just endless cold and endless night. But here's the incredible part. Some of these rogue planets might still harbor life. Deep beneath their frozen surfaces, geothermal energy from their cores could create pockets of liquid water around underwater volcanic vents. Entire ecosystems could exist in perpetual darkness, thriving in the hidden oceans of worlds that have been wandering through space for millions of years. Life finding a way to survive even in the most impossible circumstances imaginable. The diamond planet worth more than Earth. Earlier, I mentioned that 55 Cancri might have a diamond core, but let me tell you just how insane that really is. This planet is roughly twice the size of Earth, but it's made primarily of carbon. The immense pressure and heat have compressed that carbon into what could be the largest diamond in the universe, a planet-sized gem worth more than every economy on Earth combined. We're talking about quadrillions of dollars worth of diamond, just floating in space, completely impossible to reach. But even if we could somehow get there, even if we could somehow survive the 4,000-degree surface temperature and the lava rain, we'd face another problem. The atmospheric pressure is so intense that the weight of the atmosphere alone would crush a human instantly. It's the ultimate cosmic joke, a treasure beyond imagination, forever out of reach. Worlds that challenge reality itself. The planets that I've shown you so far are just the beginning. Scientists have discovered worlds that seem to violate the laws of physics as we understand them. There are planets where water exists as a solid, liquid, and gas simultaneously. Worlds where the magnetic field is so strong it would erase every piece of electronic equipment on Earth from millions of miles away. Planets where gravity is so weak you could literally throw a baseball into orbit. Some planets are so close to their stars that their atmospheres are being slowly stripped away, creating comet-like tails of escaping gas that stretch for millions of miles. Others are so far from their stars that they're colder than liquid nitrogen, yet somehow still maintain thick atmospheres. There are worlds where it snows metal, where the clouds are made of rubies and sapphires, where the rain is sulfuric acid and the storms last for centuries. The discoveries yet to come. Here's what's truly incredible. Right now, as you're watching this video, new planets are being discovered almost every single day. The James Webb Space Telescope is revolutionizing our ability to analyze the atmospheres of distant worlds. And what we're finding is rewriting astronomy textbooks in real time. In the next decade, we might discover planets with oxygen-rich atmospheres that could only exist if there's plant life. We might find worlds with seasonal changes visible from space. We might even detect city lights on the night side of a distant planet, the first sign of an alien civilization. The most exciting possibility? We might find a planet transmitting radio signals, a world where we can detect industrial pollution in the atmosphere, or atmospheric compositions that could only result from advanced technology. The universe is stranger than we imagined. Every single planet I've described today exists right now, orbiting distant stars, following the same laws of physics that govern our own Earth. These aren't distant futures or impossible dreams. They are real worlds in our real universe. We've explored lava rain planets and ocean worlds that might harbor life. We've visited real-life Tatooine with binary sunsets and worlds darker than anything we've ever seen. We've discovered diamond planets worth more than civilizations, and orphan worlds wandering alone through space. And this is just what we've found so far. With over 100 billion planets estimated to exist in our galaxy alone, the 32 worlds we've explored today represent less than a fraction of a percent of what's actually out there. The universe is far stranger, far more diverse, and far more wonderful than we ever dared imagine. And somewhere out there, on one of these impossible worlds, the next chapter of our cosmic story is waiting to be discovered. The question isn't whether we'll find more incredible planets. It's just how much more amazing they'll be than anything we've found so far. And based on what we've seen today, we're in for the discovery of a lifetime. If you thought lava rain planets and diamond worlds were incredible, wait until you discover what's potentially lurking at the center of Earth itself. The implications are absolutely staggering, and they might change everything we understand about our planet's origin. Click the video on your screen right now to uncover the terrifying truth about what Earth's core might be hiding. Trust me, after seeing planets where glass flies through the air at hypersonic speeds, you're going to want to know what cosmic secrets are buried beneath your feet right now.